Welcome to the part 2 where I will show you how to create your very first recipe using the Gutenberg editor. To do that, go to Post and you have to click on Add New. Now, even for creating our recipe using the Gutenberg editor, we will go to our demo page, go to the top, and again, I'm going to slide the tab right next to our working tab, and we will create the exact same recipe. Then afterwards, we can also find out the differences and compare the recipe created using custom post type and recipe created using the Gutenberg editor side by side. Let's start by copying and pasting the title. Then we will do the same for the description. To add in the recipe card, click on Enter, click on the Add Block option here. Then you have to select the Dynamic Recipe Card. If you cannot see the Dynamic Recipe Card option right away, simply type in Dynamic Recipe Card from here. And as you can see, the recipe card has now been added. There is also another way through which you can add the recipe card. You have to click on Add Block option from your left hand side and you have to scroll all the way down and you have to select the Dynamic Recipe Card from here. Now let's start populating our recipe card. If you want to change the author name, you can do that from the right hand side. Just go to block. Okay, for the block information to be shown here, you have to select the block. So just click on the recipe card. And as you can see, all of the recipe card settings and sections are now displaying here. To add in the author, you can custom the author name from here. So instead of delicious recipes, if you want to add in blossom themes or anything else, then you can simply type it inside of the custom author name box. I'm going to let it be delicious recipes. Now let's add in the recipe image. Click on Media Library and we will select the same image that we had used earlier. Click on Select and it is now displaying here. To add in the cooking method, from the right hand side, scroll down. Let's add in the cooking method from here. Add baking, frying and roasting. All the information that you fill up here, you can see the changes happening in real time here. Now let's add in the cuisine. So we will add in French like we did earlier. For the course, we are going to add breakfast. Now let's add in the recipe keys as well. So like we added earlier, I'm going to add in gluten-free and also vegan. Scroll down, let's select the difficulty level. From the drop-down option, we're going to select Advanced. Again, let's add in the prep time, cook time and rest time all as 60. Then to calculate the total time, scroll down. You have to click on Calculate Total Time option. And as you can see, the total time has now been calculated. You can put the servings information from here. Add in the calories from here. Then you can also select the best season from here. Let's select suitable throughout the year. Now add in the description. So back to our demo page and we will go to the top. Copy the description, go back and we will paste it here. Now we will start adding the ingredients. So you only have to enter the ingredient name here. Let's go back to the demo page and we will copy the same ingredient and we will paste it here. You can also click on Insert Ingredient option if you want to insert another ingredient right beneath the ingredient that is here. And we are going to copy and paste the second ingredient. If you wish to add in the ingredient section, you have to click on Add Ingredient section, then add in the section title here. So let's go over to the demo page and we will copy optional toppings and we will paste it here. Now you have to click on Add Ingredient, then you have to add in the ingredient name following the same process. Okay, so the ingredients have been added. If you wish to move the ingredients or sort them up and down, you can simply click on this arrow to move the item up, and you can use the arrow right beside the first arrow to move the ingredient or the item down. You can do the same for all of the ingredients that you have added. Now let's add in the instructions. Just click here, then you have to add in the instruction. We will go to the demo page and we will copy the same instruction. Paste it here. To add in the image, click on the image and you have to select the image. Click on Select and it will display here. To add in another instruction, click here. Then you have to add in the instruction description. Then from here you can add in the image of that particular instruction. I have added more instructions following the same process. To add in the recipe card video, select the recipe card and from the right hand side, you can select the recipe card video. You have three options. You can either upload the video, you can select the one from the media library, or you can also insert the URL like we did earlier. My recommendation would be to upload your video first of all to YouTube or Vimeo, then you can copy and easily insert the link over here. Click on Apply, and as you can see, the video is now displaying here. To add in notes, again, let's go back to our dashboard and we will copy the same notes that is already here, paste it, and we will do the same for the keywords. From the right hand side, you can add in the keywords from here. If you wish to add in the keywords one by one, make sure you separate them with the commas or the enter key. I'm going to copy the same keywords that we used earlier and that is displaying on our dashboard. So after this is done, we have filled out all of the details. Let's go to the top and we will publish this recipe. Now if we open the post in the new tab, and as you can see, the recipe has now been created and it is now displaying on our site. There are two things that I have missed out, that is adding the featured image and the categories. Adding the categories to your recipe is important since we created this recipe using the Gutenberg editor. So let's go back to the dashboard and add them as well. Let's go back. So we will go to Post and we will add the categories. So let's unselect the uncategorized category. Just click on Add New Category. Give your category a name. Then you can either click on Enter or click on Add New Category. To add in another category, you have to do the same. Give your category a name. Then click on Enter. So the categories that you have added here will be assigned to this particular recipe. Let's come down and we will add the featured image. Click on Set Featured Image and select the featured image. Click on Set Featured Image. Now let's click on Update. Okay, so the recipe has been updated. Now let's go back to our site and give it a refresh. And as you can see, the recipe has now been created. Now we will compare the recipe created using the custom post type and the recipe created using the Gutenberg editor side by side. So we will just go over to the home page of our site. And as you can see, this is the recipe that is created using the Gutenberg editor. The recipe that was created using the custom post type is not displaying here because we have not yet enabled to show the recipes in the home page. So let's configure that as well. Let's go back to the dashboard, back to dashboard home, go to recipes, go to settings. And from our general settings, here are the recipe page configuration settings. Let's enable the toggle so that we can display our recipes on the home page. And let's click on Save Changes. The changes have been saved. Now let's go back and we will give our site a refresh. And as you can see, along with the recipe that was created using the Gutenberg editor, the recipe that was created using the custom post type is also displaying on the home page of our site. So let's open them. I'm going to open this one in the new tab. The recipe created using the custom post type, and for the recipe created using the Gutenberg editor, I'm going to open it in the same tab. So let's see the differences between both recipes. As you can see, the categories are shown right on top of the recipe title. If you go to the recipe created using custom post type, instead of categories, we can see the taxonomy breakfast that is displaying here right on top of the recipe title. Come down, you will also find more options like print recipe, jump to video and jump to recipe, which you cannot find it in the recipe created using the Gutenberg editor. Furthermore, if you go back to the recipe created using custom post type, you will see the author, the cooking method, cuisine and breakfast have the links so that when you click on them, it will lead you to that particular archive page. But if you go back and you see the author, cooking method, cuisine courses, recipe keys, these are just the details that have been filled out. You do not have a clickable link for each of the information that you have added. Let's go back and also back. Also, you can see the view gallery option is only available in custom post type, and the pin it option in the featured image is only available in the custom post type. This option is not available in the recipe created using the Gutenberg editor. So you can see that while the recipes created using both methods almost produce the same results, the recipe that is created using the custom post type gives you more interactive, useful features that is also very easy to use and that is more flexible. In the next video, I will show you how you can easily configure taxonomies.